Beyond the asteroid belt, there's a line you don't want to cross. On one side, worlds of rock and metal play by rules we understand. On the other side, the rules change completely. Because past that line, the monsters live. And the biggest monster of all, it's staring right at us. Jupiter, a planet so obscenely massive it could devour every other world in our solar system and still have room left over. A hellscape of perpetual hurricanes, gravity that would flatten you into paste, and radiation that makes Chernobyl look like a spa day. But here's what should keep you up at night. Jupiter was never supposed to be a planet at all. It wanted to become a star. It almost succeeded. And what we're left with is something far more terrifying than either. Let me show you what I mean. Strip Jupiter down to its core components and you'll find something disturbing. Hydrogen and helium. That's it. The exact same ingredients that built our sun. 4.5 billion years ago, when our solar system was nothing but cosmic debris spinning in the void, something started growing in the darkness. Jupiter. It ate everything. Gas clouds, rocks, ice, entire planetesimals. It grew so fast, so violently, that it became a gravitational black hole, sucking in mass at a terrifying rate. It was trying to ignite fusion. It was trying to become a second sun. For a brief moment in cosmic history, our solar system almost had twin stars, but Jupiter fell just short. It needed to be about 80 times more massive to cross that threshold, to wake up and burn. So instead of blazing with nuclear fire, it just sits there, dark, angry. All that primordial heat trapped inside with nowhere to go. That trapped energy is what makes Jupiter so dangerous. Because when you look at Jupiter's surface, if you can even call it that, you're not seeing a planet, you're seeing organized chaos. Clouds of frozen ammonia crystals tear across the atmosphere at over 600 kilometers per hour. Jet streams carve the planet into bands of cream and rust. Lightning bolts, 1,000 times more powerful than Earth's, strobe through the darkness. And then there's that spot, the Great Red Spot. A storm so massive, so impossibly old, that it's been continuously observed since the year 1831. But we know it's much older. Some estimates put it at over 300 years. This isn't a weather pattern. This is a wound that never heals. An anticyclonic megastorm larger than our entire planet, with winds screaming at 400 kilometers per hour. Earth's most powerful hurricanes are babies compared to this thing. And unlike our storms, which die out in days or weeks, Jupiter's red eye just keeps staring forever. Now, imagine you're falling toward this nightmare. You don't have a choice. Maybe your ship malfunctioned, maybe you were pushed. Doesn't matter. You're going in. At first, the descent seems almost beautiful. You drop through wispy white clouds of ammonia ice. The sunlight filters through in strange alien colors. You might even think, for just a moment, that it's peaceful. You would be so wrong. The sky begins to darken. Not like nightfall, like the closing of a tomb. The temperature starts climbing, 10 degrees, 50, 200. The pressure begins to build. Your ears pop, then they start bleeding. Your lungs strain against your ribcage as the atmosphere gets thicker, denser, heavier. You're falling through layers of clouds made of chemicals that would burn your skin off. Ammonium hydrosulfide, water ice, compounds that don't even exist naturally on Earth. And you keep falling. Deeper down, the pressure becomes unbearable, thousands of times stronger than Earth's atmosphere. The hydrogen around you stops behaving like a gas. It becomes liquid, a hot, dense ocean crushing you from all sides. You're cooked, compressed. Your body stops being a body and becomes part of the soup. But even that's not the bottom. Go deep enough and something truly alien happens. The pressure gets so extreme that hydrogen itself transforms. The atoms are crushed so tightly together that electrons break free and flow like electricity. Metallic hydrogen, an ocean of liquid metal conducting electricity on a scale that defies comprehension. This is what generates Jupiter's magnetic field, a force so powerful it dominates millions of cubic kilometers of space. You never make it this far, of course. You were vaporized thousands of kilometers up. But if you could somehow survive, if you could keep falling, you'd eventually hit something solid. Maybe. We think there's a core down there, a rocky, metallic center maybe 10 to 20 times the mass of Earth. But we're not sure. We can't see through all that chaos. For all we know, Jupiter is storms all the way down. Even from a safe distance, this planet wants you dead. Jupiter's magnetic field extends millions of kilometers into space. If you could see it with your naked eyes, it would appear 5 times larger than the full moon, a massive invisible bubble of electromagnetic fury. And it's screaming. Jupiter emits powerful radio waves, bursts of electromagnetic noise so intense that radio telescopes on Earth can pick them up. If your ears could hear radio frequencies, Jupiter would sound like a cosmic shriek, a constant roar of electromagnetic violence. That magnetic field traps and accelerates charged particles to near light speed, creating the most lethal radiation belts in the solar system. We're talking exposure levels thousands of times higher than what would kill you instantly. Stand on Europa, Jupiter's ice moon, without a heavily shielded suit? You're dead in minutes, your DNA shredded, your cells liquefied by radiation. Jupiter doesn't just destroy with gravity, it irradiates everything around it. But here's the twist that makes this monster even more complicated. We probably owe our lives to it. For billions of years, Jupiter's gravity has acted as a cosmic shield. Its massive pull catches asteroids and comets that would otherwise hurtle toward the inner solar system, toward Earth. Jupiter has taken impacts that would have ended life on our planet before it even began. The Shoemaker-Levy 9 comet in 1994? We watched Jupiter absorb 21 massive fragments, each impact releasing energy equivalent to millions of atomic bombs. The king protects his kingdom. But recent simulations show something darker. Jupiter doesn't just deflect asteroids. Sometimes it redirects them. Sometimes it throws them directly at us. The same gravity that shields us can also weaponize the asteroid belt. Jupiter giveth and Jupiter taketh away. This is what makes it the perfect gatekeeper, a failed star standing guard at the edge of the inner solar system, too dangerous to approach, too powerful to ignore. Its storms never end. Its radiation never stops. Its gravity warps everything around it. Jupiter is a reminder that we live in a universe that wasn't designed for comfort. We exist in the narrow gaps between giants that could erase us without even noticing. And the scariest part? Jupiter is one of the small ones. There are gas giants out there in other solar systems dozens of times more massive, orbiting closer to their stars, radiating even more violence. Jupiter is beautiful. Jupiter is terrifying, and we live in its shadow, protected and threatened by a king that never sleeps.